welcome to another episode of Turn Left. I am your host, Indiana's own Dana Black, coming to you live. Yes, all the way live from Black Pearl Studios, where we talk about Indiana politics from the left side of things. Indiana's own Dana Black, thank you so much for joining me with another episode of Turn Left. Listen, I am excited. There are so many candidates that are running for office. Did you know that all 25 state Senate seats have a Democrat and 91 of the 100 seats have a Democrat running? That means there's energy, y'all. That means we got to get behind these candidates and help each and every one of them out. So next up, we're going to talk to Austin Meives, who's running for House District 23. Austin, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Dana.
I'm excited for you to be here. So tell the people who you are and where you come from.
So I am Austin Meives. I was born and raised here in Peru, Indiana, the circus capital of the world.
Okay.
We're just clowning up here, clowning around.
I love it.
So the area that 23 represents is all of Miami and Cass County, except for, so Miami County has a little tail on the eastern side of it, not that tail. And Cass County has a tail on the southern side of it, not that tail either. That's Nate Stout's district. Born and raised here in Peru. I work in the maintenance field at one of our local meat packers.
Okay.
And I had some extra time, kind of wanted to get my name on the ballot, got my name on the ballot with the help of my party chair. And here we are.
You know what? Thank you for saying that, because I know sometimes our party chairs get a bad rap. And I am just excited to hear someone say, my party chair helped me. So give a shout out. What's your party chair's name?
That's Stephanie Graff. I don't want to chop up the second half of that last name, so I'm not going to.
I know Stephanie. Yeah. She is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful human being. I've had the chance to interview her, and I've watched her just grow and change and do things in Peru, because she's like, we're gonna flip it, you know. So congratulations on connecting with her and getting you on her helping you get on the ballot. But I gotta ask you, what was there something that was going on that made you want to get your name on the ballot?
Well, I had mulled it over in the past, and it's one of those things. It's hard to bite the bullet.
Right.
Especially running as a Democrat in a deep red district. You kind of out yourself in a way.
Yeah, out yourself. Yeah, it's an interesting term. Do you feel like people aren't receptive to Democrats in your area?
It's more public pressure. Like everyone feels a certain way on social media when they're behind a keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're face to face, I've got a few Republicans that got my sign in their yard in the primary.
Okay.
Like they said that they're not going to flip in the primary, which I understand. People vote how they vote in the primary, but at the same time, like I did make that inroad.
I love that. So what kind of conversations were you having with constituents that made Republicans say, hey, you know what, I may give you my vote in the general?
So this was immediately post the Preddy shooting when a lot of this happened. They don't like the direction that the big man's going. While they might not agree on a lot of the things I'm running on, a big thing that they do agree with is we need to legalize marijuana in this state.
Okay, let's talk about it. I mean, I think about the revenue that we're losing.
Yes. So last year, Michigan saw a $1.6 billion boost to their economy. That it's estimated that half of that boost to their general economy came from Indiana alone. The tax revenue that they have seen and the major improvements to their roads that they have been able to execute, we're having to cut the gas tax in this state, and that is the sole way that we fund our roads in this state. We could really use some pot for potholes, couldn't we?
Oh my goodness, that's a slogan. We're using it. Pot for potholes. I'm stealing it. I'm reusing it. Pot for potholes. I think I agree. I think we're missing out on an opportunity to generate revenue based on this idea of prohibition. We know prohibition doesn't work.
We know it doesn't work. We fought gang wars in this country 100 years ago over prohibition. we're fighting gang wars today over prohibition.
Yeah, we could definitely be doing some. So is that like was that the main issue for you? Is the legalization of cannabis?
It was one of the big pushes because I know my current representative does not stand for legalization.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one of my key selling points across the aisle, because it's 70% of Hoosiers want it legalized.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
As far as like my progressive stances, I do stand for the expansion of HIP, which is Indiana's Medicaid.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to see more tax dollars going to our schools, our public schools, not private schools. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with funding private schools. If you can send your kid to private school, send your kid to private school. Get your hands out of our tax dollars.
Right.
Go ahead.
And I was gonna say, I actually like that. One of the things that I find most intriguing is you said you work in maintenance. You know, yep. I interview a lot of people, but I feel like our state house would be better represented with a better cross section of Indiana. And you're representing just working folk. Do you think that you'd be able to bring, and better yet, what difference will you be able to bring with the different perspective that you have in your everyday life?
So, like you said, a lot of our current people and some people who are running come from a more white collar background.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
While I might have gone to school and dropped out of a couple different classes, I do come from a more blue collar background. Mm-hmm. My parents were both working. I'm held a job since I was 16. I'm a working man. I come from the worker side of it. I want to represent worker rights, worker values. Like, it's at the end of the day, we're all just workers, aren't we?
Yeah. It's just how many zeros we have behind the dollar sign. You know, and I think I feel like we don't have enough, labor, working folks in the policy making business. And I'm actually excited that you're there. Talk about some of the things that you have learned since you've been on this campaign trail, because I'm curious to see what you thought something was versus what it is now.
So I didn't, and I knew it was going to be a negative space. I didn't anticipate some of the negativity.
That's fair.
Like, I'm willing to hear out a lot of people, but to be shut out just because I have a D next to my name on the ballot.
They aren't even willing to listen.
They aren't even willing to listen.
Wow. Even though the policies that are probably harming them were written by, yep. Republicans and
so we have a lot of data center stuff going on in our county right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten a lot more involved in the county and city side of it. The amount of people who are upset, and all of our representatives in this county are Republican, but they can't put that these are Republican policies hurting them.
Mm-hmm.
They just on Facebook, because we don't have a local newspaper, so our only news source locally is Facebook, and that's.
Oof.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea how harmful it is to just have that be your sole news source.
Oh my God, yes. I can just imagine.
And there's very little government communication. Because it's there's no newspaper. I don't know how we fix it locally, but it's disheartening. It's so very disheartening.
And basically people are not getting the type of information they need to know what decisions are being made about their communities, basically, right? So that they're upset about the data centers. What are they doing? What are the residents doing? Are they protesting? What's happening?
So we have some friends of mine have organized the Miami and Cass Counties Utility and Environmental Protection Coalition.
Okay.
Probably butchered that name a little bit.
Okay.
But they are a nonpartisan group. That's how they're pulling in from a lot of people and trying to point their anger in a direction. Instead of just everyone being all over the place. They're doing great work.
Okay.
They do need some help because it's It's very much like herding cats.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
It can be a little scattered.
oh, it's very much scattered, and it's a lot of old people who haven't gone through a civics lesson in years.
Wow. Wow.
Because the average age in this county is 40 plus.
Hey now. All us
I,
old
no,
I'm teasing.
look,
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
it's not a horrible thing, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help.
So what you're saying is you don't have any fresh energy.
We don't have fresh energy.
Yeah.
Our school classes are year over year. The graduation class is smaller.
Wow. So are families moving out?
Yes.
Yeah. Are they staying in state though?
That I'm not sure about. There more and more people are looking to leave state.
Mm-hmm.
But the poverty rate in this county is 25%.
Whoa.
The average wage, like the annual wage in this county, is $46,000.
Wow.
The average wage in my town is 36.
Wow. Wow.
We are a poor community, and it reflects.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what are the housing what is the housing situation like? I know every community is talking about need for more housing, more affordable housing based on, the income bracket. What are you seeing in Peru? How are people faring?
So the poor people are increasingly being shut out.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have an increasing homeless issue,
Mm.
and our local government's not. It's a mix of that they don't have the resources to do stuff about it, and Republican policies criminalizing homelessness doesn't help.
Man, that wasn't that the worst bill ever. Like, I just, especially coming from them good Christians.
What did Jesus say? Feed the poor, help the weak.
Something like that.
Jail them?
No, jail them. That's it. And find them
Yeah.
$500.
Jesus charged for every healing he did.
Man. And so when you're talking to folks, aside from the ones that shut you out before you even get a chance to say anything, when they tell you what's troubling them and you try to explain, right, the policies that have created their situation, how are you threading that needle?
So I'll admit I'm threading it by not admitting I'm running as a Democrat off the bat.
Interesting.
I just have a conversation with them.
Okay.
Like I'm doing a lot of my campaigning in my town. I walk my dog a lot. I walk my dog a couple miles, which I can walk from one side of my town to the other within an hour.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I try to hit people on the street because with these new smart doorbells, people aren't answering their door.
Yeah.
People tend not. I don't answer a phone number that I don't know.
Right.
So if you cold call someone, what are the odds that they're going to pick up?
Yeah.
We do have a lot of local shops. Like we got some local ice cream and coffee shops, and I meet people there because 9 times out of 10, those are your more informed people because they're coming local. But yeah, it's having conversations with them, just a heart to heart. Let them vent a little bit. Listen, kind of offer some feedback, and then I drop the line at the end like, hey, if you vote, I'm running to be your state rep. Hand them a card. Like and then if they ask what party I'm running for, I am running as a Democrat, and hopefully they don't hold it against me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Democratic policies lift people out of poverty. They have never,
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's that ingrained bias.
Yeah.
From years of Fox News and local conservative media telling them X, Y, and Z about how to feel about X, Y, and Z. And it's
how did you not succumb to that? I mean, you said you've been.
I almost did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I actually grew up as a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
So Jehovah's Witnesses are apolitical. They don't vote. Like if there were ever a draft and it were required they're expected to go to jail and avoid the draft.
Interesting.
Flip side to that is that I wasn't raised with a political belief. Because, I was also homeschooled, so I didn't. I was very much isolated. I almost fell into the red pill stuff. The manosphere, like the pre manosphere, the pre Joe Rogan was just the conspiracy laden stuff. The InfoWars. I almost fell into that side of it. And it was like 2 or 3 clips from InfoWars that I saw, and I'm like, this guy's nuts. This guy's really nuts. Holy cow. What am I watching?
Yeah.
And now he's owned by the Onion, and I can't help but laugh.
Right. I think that's interesting that you were, you're being open enough to say, I almost did. Like, but I imagine like some of the things that they were saying, you're saying like they're nuts, but were you able to like parse out what they were saying versus what the policies were actually producing?
The policies of it, I didn't really have any policy ideas. I was just trying to figure out like camping survival stuff.
Interesting.
That's how I almost fell into it. I was just looking for camping gear ratings and how to set up a solar array. It turns out when you're looking for off-grid stuff, you fall into conspiracy.
Uh-oh, your camera turned off.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
That's interesting. Well, I'm glad that you didn't, because I'm glad that you were able to see the difference, because we need more young men like you, right? Who you just got to talking about, you're looking for hunting and fishing and camping stuff, right? You're just a regular guy who you're not into all the other stuff. You're just a regular guy trying to get some information, and we need folks like you to run, because you're going to be able to have conversations with different communities that I will never be able to have conversations in, right? So,
and that's unfortunate that you can't have those conversations.
Well, it's okay. I mean, my thing is this: if I recognize what the obstacle is, I figure out a way around it, right? Yep. And that's having people like Austin running in districts that reflect you reflect the district. So speaking of the district, I know you talked about a lot of stuff that's going on locally, but what else are you seeing outside of your hometown and in the rest of the district?
So outside of my hometown and in the rest of the district, Logansport has a high Hispanic population.
Interesting.
So there is a lot of concerns with ICE. And we also have a high Haitian population in that county. Tyson Foods, who is one of the key cornerstones of the employment field in this area. They hire in a lot of migrants, which it's fine. I'm fine. I work with a lot of migrants. I love them. They have excellent food. Holy cow, is that food good?
Okay, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
I wish that our local communities were protecting them better, because we have had some small raids that weren't big enough to make news.
Interesting.
But we acknowledge that they're gone. It's not like 1984 where, oh, you can't talk about that person anymore.
Right.
We know that they're gone.
Wow. But we don't always know where they are once they're gone.
We don't know where they are.
Wow, that's kind of scary. I mean,
yeah.
You're ripping people apart from their family, especially when, the governor talking about nuclear families and carrying on. And here he is ripping families apart. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that, because I don't think people realize, our immigrant communities are not just in the urban cores of our state.
They are our communities.
Yeah. Yeah. And if Tyson is doing all of that to bring these folks in, because you already said that we're losing population, they got to bring people in to do the work. And now they're being targeted. What else are you hearing out in that's scary, by the way. I don't even want to like minimize what you just said, because I know I've read stories of people dying in the detention centers here in Indiana. And people just getting disappeared is just not cool. But what else are you hearing out in your district?
There is, trying to think of the best way to word this, because we do have the Speedway Slammer here in Miami County.
Yeah.
And we have, I don't know if they're at Supermax now, but Miami Correctional is a maximum security prison.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been a lot of job loss. Logansport had another factory close not too long ago. And so that was actually a well-paying factory job. It's wage stagnation and just bills going up, wages not going anywhere. Like our current representation isn't helping.
Wow. Wow. You pretty much summed up a lot of things when they talk about affordability and just that, that conversation. And it's interesting that the same people who are struggling are continuing to vote for people whose policies are causing them to struggle. So,
a lot of them aren't even voting. The non-voter won the last election.
In your district?
In the district, in the state, this last primary, only 17% turned out.
Yeah, it was very, and here's the thing: in Marion County, I think we were ahead 20%, and it was the highest in a midterm primary, and I'm like, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I guess we should be happy that more people are showing up, but that's still not enough. But
1/3 showed up last election.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's.
Or sorry, 1/3 sat out, 2/3 showed up, but still, that's
still a lot of people not participating.
That's still a lot of people not participating.
Yeah. So, every campaign has about three main issues that they want to focus on, either from conversations they've had in the community or something they feel passionate about. Tell us about the three main issues of your campaign.
So the three main issues that really resonate with people, and it's what I've got on my contact cards I hand out, is infrastructure. And that is not just roads, that is our power lines as well, because I don't know about your neighborhood, but my neighborhood increasingly experiences brownouts and blackouts.
What?
We have transformers blow fairly regularly because there's a large, yeah.
I am shocked.
Hopefully
genuinely
not.
In America today, you're having brownouts?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Keep going.
We also and the big push for my local utility service, which credit to them. We do have a lot of leaded piping for our water lines. Our town did get a big grant program, and they had to take out a massive loan because infrastructure is expensive. But they are working on replacing the service lines. Yeah. So credit where credit's due. But I do want to see the state give more grant programs, especially for our small towns, to upgrade from leaded lines to either copper or PEX. Yeah. Because we know from leaded gasoline that lead does contribute to crime. It contributes to lower brain function. So removing lead from our water supply is got to be a key thing. Yeah. It's also recognizing that schools and hospitals are part of infrastructure.
Oh, say that again.
Because they are key to a functioning society. Hold on. Environment is a big thing on mine as well.
Yeah, because you're a young guy. You want to be able to breathe the air in 20 years.
And people wonder why I'm so worried about the environment. And they look at me shocked when I say that I live there. We all live in the environment. People complain about the summers being hot all the time, and they complain about our winters not getting as much snow as they used to. There's a reason for that. And Indiana constantly ranks in the lowest for environmental protection.
That's how we're able to get that's how they're able to get all of these data centers in, because they wrote the policy to deregulate the wetlands and make it possible for people to do whatever they want to our land to build these damn data centers.
Yeah. And the push for all these data centers, especially when large parts of the state have experienced droughts for the last 10 years. Like the Wabash Valley watershed is the lowest it's been in decades. And to bring in data centers just exasperates the issue.
Yeah.
And then the third point, of course, that a lot of progressives are pushing for is affordability, because these things are expensive these days. Everything's expensive. Everything. Rents are expensive. Mortgages are expensive. Groceries are expensive. It's insane. Yeah. Those are three really good ones. And I tell you what, the infrastructure, I imagine because you're a maintenance guy, right? You understand the importance of preventative maintenance. And I definitely understand that and get why the infrastructure would be key for you. That makes a lot of sense. I would want someone like you who understands, you know what, if you spend $20 to do the preventive maintenance, you don't have to spend $1,000 to repair it when it breaks down. Yep. So I love it. All right. So you win the election, and we have your three key points that you're running on that you're resonating in your district. What's the first piece of legislation you either are writing or you are partnering with someone on? Well, like I said, infrastructure is expensive, and not too many people want to push for environmental policy. But we can fund a lot of this with the Pot for Potholes bill. Pot for Potholes. I love how you circle back. Pot for Potholes. I love it. All right, give us your elevator pitch. Part of it is we followed a similar model to what Michigan has done. A lot of it was going to be copy and paste, but it would allow us to, especially if we moved more towards the electric vehicles, and with increasingly rising gas prices and wars in the Middle East, I'm sure more and more people will want hybrids or electric vehicles. So the gas tax won't fund a lot of our roads in maybe 10 years. Right. We will need another tax source, and marijuana is it's a constant revenue stream. Because I may have gone to Michigan and bought a little bit. I know people who go regularly and buy. Right. And you know what? If that's your vice, that's your vice. I don't trip. That's your vice. I don't trip, because you could be doing a whole lot worse. Maybe. I mean, when I say you, I mean people in general. No. Like I used to do amphetamines, so it's wow. How did you get clean? Cold turkey, and realizing that I didn't want to anymore. Interesting, man. Go ahead. I didn't use it for the high. I used it for the energy. Interesting. Because I was working at another job in wastewater treatment, working 52 hours a week as a short week, and driving to and from an hour each way. It was either fall asleep behind the wheel or do something to keep myself awake, because caffeine wasn't cutting it anymore. Interesting. Look at what we're doing to people just to make sure that they can have a roof over their head. You're telling an impactful and powerful story. And I hope you recognize that there are people who are in similar situations as you who feel lost, but you are showing them you can step up and run for office no matter what your situation is, no matter where you come from, no matter what you're going through. You have an opportunity to represent your people. And I think, honestly, sir, I think that you represent a larger portion of Hoosiers than even some of our lawyers, doctors, and highly educated folks do, right? Yep. Because we know that only 30% of Americans have an undergraduate degree, and only 15% have an advanced degree. So the vast majority of folk are folk just like you. And I applaud you for seeking the help that you needed to get on the ballot and putting your name on the ballot so you can help other people. I appreciate you for that. So tell the people where they can find you. So you can find me on Facebook, Meives for State Representative District 23. If you Google me, there's going to be a lot of other stuff that comes up. That's actually probably the best way to find me, is to just Google my name. I love it. Austin Meives, did I say it right? Yep. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, guys, listen, regular, everyday folk putting their name on the ballot. Now,
As I make a pitch every show, I need you guys to click his donate button. If anything that he said resonated with you, click his donate button. Listen, this man has admitted that, hey, I worked 52 hours a week. I was driving an hour and a half one way to get back and forth to work, and I needed something to stay awake. And I was doing something that could have been harmful to me. And he's telling you the truth, and he's being honest with you. He's being, what's that word everybody like to toss around? Transparent. I would rather have him than that silly boy Jim Lucas that's down there in Southern Indiana. This is someone who understands what regular, everyday folks are struggling with. And he knows how to do preventive maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Pot for pothole. He's clever. He's clever. Listen, let's send folks like Austin to the State House to look out for everyday people. Click his donate link. All right, y'all. Indiana's on Dana Blank. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will holler at you next time. Peace. Turn Left is the property of Black Pearl IT Solutions. Executive producer, Indiana's own Dana Black. Music by Dorian and 22 from Pixabay.